This is the RV Advisor Podcast with your host, Tom Alexander. Get all the latest information, trends, advice from experts, stories from the road, and more in the world of recreational vehicles. Now, here's Tom.
Welcome to the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander, and today I am joined by our returning champion, if you will. It is Ty Jones, back for another interview. Ty Jones from CareAVanners, and really eager to talk with Ty. How you doing, Ty? How's things going in this crazy world we're in right now?
Good morning, Tom. It's quite different from our normal lives that we've had since retirement. It's challenging, but you know, I try not to focus on us sitting home and not helping. I feel bad for the people that we're not able to help right now, as in building and getting them into homes is what's important to us. We're going very stir crazy, trying to find things to help people around here, which will be eventually, but we're trying to stay safe right now with our age. And my kids are on us about staying safe, so that's what we're trying to do.
Al, it's a good idea. We're still, who knows how long yet away from a cure for this. So better safe than sorry. And a lot of people, I'd like to think most people are kind of following the rules. I know we hear stories about those that aren't. Getting quite a bit of press these days, but I think it's best to, definitely best to stay in place and do all the right things. And you look healthy and fine, and that's good. That's certainly good to see and hear. Now you are the project coordinator for CareAVanners.
Not the project coordinator. That happens to be Mary Vanderveld. She's a retired OBGYN. I am the new member coordinator.
Oh, so you're now the new member coordinator.
I have always been the new member coordinator.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Well,
Mary has led our group for probably 10 years. So I am the new member coordinator and a strong team lead that we're always on a build. So.
Oh, when you say new member coordinator, those are, I understand what you're saying now. I mistook it for a second there as that's your new job, but it's new members.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
And we have a lot of new members.
Right. Yes. Well, that's good. And of course, CareAVanners is a habitat volunteer outreach organization and building homes for people. And obviously right now, with so many people on the front lines, helping fight the virus, the coronavirus, COVID-19, people are looking for places to isolate.
Yes.
And I know that on our side, we've been providing, the RVA has been providing RVs to folks.
Okay.
And kind of using them as isolation units, which is terrific. That way they're not going back and forth to their homes and infecting family members, friends, whomever. So it's been great. I realize that things have kind of come to a screeching halt a little bit here with CareAVanners.
Yes.
But I'm sure that you're looking ahead. And for that day when things start to, it's not going to be a day. It's not going to flip a switch and everything suddenly opens. It's going to be a gradual process depending upon where you are, where you're located in the country and around the world for that matter.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about some of the plans. Are there plans? Have you had conversations with the other folks on the team at CareAVanners about what might be next?
Well, let me tell you what we've done so far.
Yeah.
We usually have 40 builds a month, if not more. We have canceled so far from the beginning of March, 150 builds we've canceled, and that goes through August to keep us safe. Habitat has asked for us not to travel. As responsible adults, we don't want to go to an area that may not have them, or we don't have them and bring it back to this area. So we are not traveling. We have canceled builds because we always have planned builds every month, and they're usually almost a year out sometimes on our website. But we have canceled now through August, and we meet as a group. There's about 8 of us that decide this, and we meet as a group and decide what it's going to be like So now we've canceled through August. We have builds in September, going on. We've already booked some in 2021. Now we are meeting every month to see the feasibility of that, as the responsibility to our fellow human being is what we're doing. So that's what we're doing right now. So we do have plans. We have builds out there to be signed up, and truthfully, as soon as they're on, they're signing up. I mean, people are ready to go whenever it's available. We're ready to go.
That's great. That's great. Well, we want to find out some more about everything going on and plans ahead, and sort of peering into the crystal ball, if you will. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more with Ty Jones from CareAVanners. This is the RV Advisor Podcast. Back in a moment.
RV owners, it's no secret that those manufacturers' warranties just don't cut it. Get the peace of mind you deserve and step up to the RV Advisor Extended Warranty Plan. Visit thervadvisor.com or call 833-229-0911. That's 833-229-0911.
We are back on the RV Advisor Podcast, and our guest is Ty Jones. Ty has been with us before. She is from CareAVanners, and such a great organization.
Habitat CareAVanners.
Habitat CareAVanners.
Yes. Yes.
And we are, talking really about what's ahead, and what, after all this new world sort of, hopefully it comes back to us in a positive way. We're all kind of waiting around, and things are certainly we're seeing a little bit of loosening up in certain areas, with allowing folks to kind of get back into a little bit of a swing of things, but we're still quite a distance from returning to normal. And what might be the new normal, actually,
Yes.
Ty, it's going to probably be a different thing. It's interesting, though, a lot of, sometimes from a crisis emerges innovation and progress.
Yes.
And we learn things we didn't know about each other, about ourselves, about what might be possible, because we're sort of backed into a corner in some way. We have to improvise. We have to do things that we normally wouldn't do. This, we really weren't even using Zoom to conduct our interviews prior to this whole thing, and now we're doing it. And we said, you know what, this is pretty darn good. And so here we are. The last time we chatted was kind of via old standard radio days, which was not that long ago, just a few months ago. And suddenly here we are, we can see each other. What have you yourself learned, and also what has Habitat CareAVanners sort of drawn from this, things that may affect how you move forward?
Well, as for myself and my husband, that we were very active and always out there helping someone, I've learned patience, that it's not about me. Trying to pray more for a vaccine, but we've done a lot of virtual happy hours or connecting with people, more than maybe we had before. We have a wonderful neighborhood here. We all talk like six, we'll sit outside, kind of like that kind of thing, to keep us active. I'm hoping to volunteer here at home with Habitat when our restores open again, which they might. I just have to make sure that I'm safe enough, because donations come in. So I don't know how they're going to do that. I've promised my family to stay safe. So however that is, so I can see my grandson as soon as we can, or whatever, and to keep everyone else safe. But as in Habitat, the CareAVanners, number one, I would like to say that we're having a virtual happy hour May 26th. And if you go on our website, which is easy, to me, the easiest way to remember, you can go to habitat.org, you can go to volunteer and you find our website, or just go to Google and put Habitat RV, and you will come to our website. And so up there you have an RV info desk. So if you want to join us to see, and we're going to go, I don't know. We're just going to ask people questions, what they're doing. We always want to build what they're building, but then we're going to go through little things maybe later on, like putting in a window, or we're not all skilled builders and we don't have to be, but maybe reinforce, the little things that maybe we'd like to do, just to talk, just to be together.
Mhm.
So if you go to RV info desk at habitat.org, or like I say, it's at the bottom of our page. That is one of the things that you can do to be part of us, see what we're like. We're just everyday people, just ready to go out there and hit a hammer to help someone. That's what we're doing right now. We're trying to maybe just really push donations for Habitat themselves, because when people aren't out seeing what's going on, they forget to donate. And I know it's a tough time right now, but any little bit can help.
Yeah.
So there's families out there that are waiting for these homes, that are either paying high prices in rent, or they're living on top of each other in a family. There is just so much need right now, right here in the US as well, but everywhere. But if you could just see a little bit, every little bit helps. And I think if anything we can do to help our country is at least find someone to donate to, even if it's not Habitat, but think of the other people, So that's what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a Facebook page as well. So you'll see that all on our page.
So people go to Facebook and then they search for.
Well, you can go to our website, RV CareAVanners. We have our own site under habitat.org,
Mm-hmm.
or go to Google Habitat RV and you will find us there. And you can either sign up for a build there. You can you can tell us that you want to come to that happy hour. We'll tell you how to get in. Anything and donate there too. The RV CareAVanners program, we don't need you to donate to as much as we want you to donate to Habitat US right now.
I see. Yeah. So you can go to the site and not only
find out tons of information.
Tons of information, not just donate, but learn more about it.
Yes.
And maybe how you can even help down the line. I mean, maybe you're somebody with some skills.
Right. You don't have to have skills. I had no skills, but we teach each other. That's the part of the camaraderie.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's we talked earlier about the idea of how really a crisis like this often brings out the best in people. Mm-hmm. and things we learn and things to innovate and whatever, often will emerge from a crisis. We're in a global crisis right now. It's not just one region of the planet. It's not one town, one state, one country even.
It isn't.
It's the entire world. So we're learning from folks that are at different levels of perhaps severity of the crisis. So what have those folks learned? Can we go to school on that, so to speak?
Yes.
And so it's something that we all are observing, learning, and trying to make our way through it. There is no template for this. There are no experts. I mean, there are people certainly that are medical experts, but even they are a little bit confounded by this thing, and they're trying to figure it out. So people can look at it two ways. They can be fearful, frightened, which I don't encourage.
Right.
But but I also think that they can really learn from it and make it a little better for folks down the line.
Yes.
And a group like Habitat CareAVanners
mm-hmm.
is built on that. It's built on helping people. And and you've been doing, how long have you been doing this kind of work?
My husband and I, as soon as we retired, we started doing the Habitat CareAVanners, and we were very active and always pretty much on the build. We incorporated in our travels, but we've been doing it for almost 9 years now.
9 years.
Yes. And so that has been our life. We visit home. We have you know, a home to come to. A lot of people, I don't know what the percentage is that live in their RVs, but quite a few of them are full-timers that do the RV caravanning.
Right.
I find more and more all the time are going to that. But we are mostly in our motorhome. We enjoy, I mean, it's a whole different thing here. And I think every day I still have to, I'm a very organized person, and that's why I picked Habitat, because I knew it had been around for a long time. Our son did Habitat, and I think that's where I started thinking about it. He's in the construction world himself, and he did it as an intern to help with Habitat, volunteered. And so I thought of it first. I thought it's been around forever. It's helping people, which I want to do when we're retired. And so that's where I went. So I think right now I try to think, okay, how can I help someone? It's very hard right now to do that. But I think the best thing I've learned right now is to be positive. If you can be positive to the people around you, give somebody a smile. Try, you know, people are going through hard times now, and anybody that I touch, at least, I mean, I can get real negative about this, but you know, my faith has gotten stronger, I will say. I've listened to a lot more church services at home, and if anything we can do is try to be positive in the morning with the person you live with. That's another thing.
That helps, right?
Or the people you talk to. I mean, it's challenging. My husband and I, we've been married almost 43 years here, real close. But when we just are always working, and so it gets a little tough, but we're working, you know, and so we just find a little project. If it's just make a list in the morning, I don't know, that's my thing, is I'm a list maker.
Right.
And keep your faith. I mean, to get through this.
Well, and it sounds like a pretty good recipe for you know, staying positive and sort of imparting that wisdom, and also just overall vibe outpouring to other folks. You know, it's important. I think it's contagious, and I think in a good way. We've had enough of contagions, but I mean the contagious in a way that we can all benefit from, right? Because if you know, that person you're speaking with has a bright outlook, it can do nothing but help. You know, so I think it's certainly the way to go, as opposed to the alternative. One more time, Ty, if you can just share where folks can find Habitat CareAVanners and perhaps help out.
Okay, go to habitat.org is the main place, and there's donations on there, so you can find out where you want to donate. They will ask how much, and there's very explicit on there, donate where you want to give. Then to find the CareAVanner page, you can go under habitat.org, and you can go to volunteer, and then under there it has travel. I'm forgetting what the other, travel, and you find RV CareAVanners. Or simply, if you want to go to our website, you just put in your Google line and put Habitat RV, and you come in. And when you go to the RV info desk, it's RVINFO desk at habitat.org. If you email there, or there is a phone number, I answer most of those. So if you just want questions, you just want to talk about it, if you want to go there and find out about our virtual happy hour, we need no skilled people. We just need people that want to help. And so the donations are there. And if you want to know about the CareAVanner, we are good. I mean, as soon as we feel safe enough, we are being extremely careful. But as soon as we are ready to go, we will be out these doors. We have builds, and our builds, the affiliates ask us for help. So we don't just wait. They call us, and we do 42%. I've got the numbers here. 42% are CareAVanners in the country. And I was going to tell you how many affiliates we have. I had that number all here for you. We serviced the fiscal year of 18 to 19, 518 affiliates, which is 42% of all affiliates. So that's 1,200 affiliates across the country.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing you could do is you could go, say where you live, you don't have as many. You're not New York. You're small. There is not as much problems or chances of catching it. Not that you wear your mask, do all the hand washing, do all of that, and go and see if you could help there. You don't always have to do habitat. There are a lot of other things, but that's as soon as I feel safe enough that I can help. You know, I worked in a hospital for 23 years. I don't feel safe enough to go in there. I do have asthma myself, so I have to be very careful. But there's always some way, if nothing else, a neighbor that you could just go sit out in the yard with when it's sunny, 6 feet apart. I happen to be in kind of, we're a regular neighborhood, but our street happens to be mostly retired people. And it was just giving somebody a smile that day or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. But to help Habitat right now is donations. See what we're all about. It's time. I have time to talk. Anytime you want to call me, I'm more than happy to tell you what we're about.
That's absolutely terrific. Well, we really do appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us for a second time. And when things get back to, let's call it the new normal,
Right.
we'd love to have you on again. Learn more about what Habitat CareAVanners is up to, and all the good work you do. And please, by all means, stay safe, stay well, stay home, as we like to say. And we'll see you again, Ty Jones. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Tom, for having me. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thank you. This is the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. Thanks so much for listening and watching. See you next time. So long, everybody.